Hello, Jerome, Jose, Destructicon, KFC, and Olivia Green, Ninja, Diego, Zaki, Patrick, Kelly. Welcome back. Guto, Cat Lady, Kate, Nurkit. Thank you so much for your sub. Thank you, Nurkit. Thank you, Nurkit. First sub of the night. And you are click. E-T. Thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoy the strawberry bandana and the shirt. Thank you very much. It's a bandana, not a beanie. What made you feel so strawberry shortcake? Does there need to be a trigger for feeling strawberry? For feeling very berry strawberry? I just looked around and I saw strawberry and I was like, I'm gonna put that shit on, you know? Might as well put that shit on. Shug, click. Where's the body? It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm an ASMR artist, you know, and sometimes the studio has some curiosities. Alright? Sometimes the studio just has some curiosities. But, it's all okay, I promise. It's all okay, I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. Clickety click. Clickety click. Clickety click. Clickety click. Clickety clack. I need your statement, how it happened. What happened? Nothing happened. It's a body. It's just a body. There's no, you know, it was once it was once not there and now it's here. That's all there is to it, really. Belsiba, hello. Thank you for your prime. Belsiba, app, shk. E-L-S-I.B-A. Thank you, Belsiba. Thank you so much for your prime. Speaking of prime, y'all, we are still on the lookout for Twitch user Morpheus Prime, okay? If we see Morpheus Prime, Twitch user Morpheus Prime in the chat, I need y'all to make sure that I notice, because I owe them a fat tarot reading, alright? Thank you, Green Ninja. Shush. And hello, Sanchope. Yes, thick tarot reading indeed. How's y'all's day been? Have y'all done anything very, very fun? Have y'all done anything very unfun? Did any of y'all have car issues? Did any of y'all's printers run out of ink? Did any of y'all pet a cute animal? I went on a long walk today and oh my god, I saw the tiniest bunny. I think I saw the tiniest bunny I've ever seen. Like, it was it was just out of the freaking nursery, okay? It was like this big. It was like bagel sized. It was a bagel sized bunny, and it was in someone's front yard. It was so cute. Most of the bunnies that I see are this big, at least this big. Sometimes even like this big. They're like adults or like teenagers, but this was a tiny little bunny. It was so tiny. It was like chipmunk sized. It was so cute. Did you take it home with you? No, it had too many bunny instincts. So I've noticed that the bunnies actually, they run away if you bend down. If you stay standing up and keep walking, they will be chill. I will be like a yard away from them and they'll be chill, which is pretty close. Like 3 feet, pretty close. You can get pretty close to a bunny if you're standing up, but the second that I bend down when I'm looking at a bunny, they scatter. Even if I'm running, I can be like a yard away from them and they'll be super chill. There's something to do with that that bending down that scares them. Sorry for the creak. Creak. Those are chiller than average bunnies for sure. I live in a pretty peaceful area, so I think that the bunnies feel safe. Do you have any treats for the bunnies? Dude, no, I don't have any treats for the bunnies. I forgot that I was thinking about getting grapes or something for bunnies. I totally forgot about that. They're probably used to being around humans and recognize them bending down as the moment to run because I might try and pick them up. That's fair. That's very fair. Very possible. Man, I've never met braver squirrels than college campus squirrels. Specifically the ones in Baton Rouge, okay? The squirrels of Louisiana State University campus are the fattest squirrels I've ever met. And they have evolved in ways that I'm sure other college campuses have similar issues, or not issues, features, depending on your point of view. But like, those squirrels are so fat and they love humans. They are not afraid at all. And squirrels run around the trash cans like rats, but like around trash cans because they know that that's where people drop their food. I have 2 squirrel memories. One of them is an incredible feat of squirrel strength, alright? On LSU campus, there's a Subway for the non-Americans. I mean, maybe Subway is international, I don't know, but I'm talking about a food chain, not like a type of transportation. There's a food chain called Subway where they make like $5 footlongs, any. They make like big sandwiches. But another thing that Subway is kind of known for, and has been known for a long time, is they have really big cookies. Okay, they have really big cookies. They're like this big. Remember when I was little, my favorite ones were the white chocolate macadamia. I love white chocolate macadamia cookies in general, and I think Subway was my first exposure to them. Of course, they're not vegan, but whenever I was little, I loved those big white chocolate macadamia cookies. I would usually split them because they're enormous. Split them with friend, sister, whatever. On LSU campus, I saw a squirrel carry an entire Subway cookie. I saw a squirrel walking around carrying an entire Subway cookie. I am dead serious. I witnessed it. I remember seeing it, and I stopped and I stared. And I was just thinking, what the fuck? How? And it was just dragging it along. It was just a fucking squirrel with the whole ass Subway cookie. blew my mind. Fat squirrel. It was a fat squirrel too, which made sense. KFC, thank you. Thank you for gifting us up. Thank you. K, click. F, shake, C, S, E, I, shake, B, click, I, dot, A. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, yeah, massive not subway squirrel, just squirrel. And then the other craziest thing that I ever saw a squirrel do, less of a feat of strength and more of a feat of incredible squirrel intelligence, was also near the subway. I don't think it was from Subway though. There were other food chains around, but it was in a similar area of campus. I saw a squirrel holding a ketchup packet in its little squirrel hands and sucking the ketchup packet like it was, as if it was one of those like little like applesauce baggies for adults. Like there was a little nick in the top of the ketchup packet, like a juice bag, exactly, juice box, and the squirrel was just holding it in its little squirrel hands and like just like that. It was blowing my mind. It is amazing. I will never forget seeing a squirrel drink ketchup out of a ketchup packet. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for squirrel kind. I don't know. I think they're loving it, actually. I think the squirrels are thriving in the Industrial Revolution in the same way that humans and rats are, okay? I think they're doing great. It's amazing how animals adapt to humans and our foods. I know, this kind of goes back to a conversation that we had a couple days ago about like how like humans have ruined the balance of Earth. Sure, humans have certainly changed a lot of the balance of Earth, but humans have also made life a lot easier for some animals. Rats being one of them, and squirrels benefit a lot as well. There are squirrel issues. I know the red squirrel is like very, very endangered. I think it's being kind of replaced by the gray squirrel. I don't really remember if the humans are involved in that specific issue, but either way, the gray squirrel, the bigger ones, are doing great. They're doing great. The grays kill the reds? Yeah, I thought it was something like that, which is so weird. Like, I can't imagine, like, squirrel murder, but apparently squirrel on squirrel violence is, like, pretty rough. I feel like the squirrels should find a common enemy rather than fight amongst themselves, personally. But human habitats favor black squirrels? Black squirrels? I've never even seen a black squirrel. When I think black squirrel, it just makes me think of bats, which I guess are kind of squirrels with wings. We need to arm the red squirrels. Probably a little bit. Squirrels should wage war against the roaches? Dude, I think the roaches should win. I mean, not should. I think the roaches would win. Because I think the roaches would win against anything. Thank God roaches don't have a motive. If roaches had a motive, we would all be done, okay? If roaches had a motive, I would pray that we would be included in whatever vision they have for the world, because roaches are too strong. They are the most overpowered, okay? They are the most overpowered. I see a lot of black squirrels on my walk to school. There's a park full of them. I feel like I don't know what a black squirrel is. I need to look up a black squirrel. Because surely it's not actually a squirrel that's black, right? Oh my god, where the heck are these? I've never seen one of these in my life. Let me search. Where are black squirrels? Large natural populations of black, which is also called the eastern gray, can be found throughout Ontario, several parts of Ohio, Maryland, Michigan, Houston, Indiana, Virginia, Washington, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Pennsylvania. Those sure are all states that I've never spent a lot of time in. That is so interesting. I had no idea that there were black squirrels. Let me search black squirrel versus gray squirrel. Yeah, I'm definitely more used to seeing the gray squirrels. Gray squirrels have 2 copies of gray pigment gene, and black squirrels have either 1 or 2 copies of a black pigment gene. If a black squirrel has 2 copies of the black gene, it will be jet black. If it has 1 copy of a black gene and 1 gray, it will be brown black. I'm feeling like they're the same squirrel. They're the same species. Oh, okay, yeah, they are the same species. Black squirrels are the same species as gray squirrels, with only the difference being their fur color. Okay, that makes sense. So they're like, they're like brown versus black dachshunds. They're not like actually different species. They're just different breeds, basically. Or not breeds, that's not the right word. Different colors. Like people. That makes sense. But red squirrels are a different species, right? Gray squirrel versus red squirrel. Yes, different species. Gray squirrels are larger and heavier than red squirrels. Grays average 48 centimeters in length, which is 26 cent. This sentence makes no sense to me. I'm skipping over it. In weight, however, the grays average 575 grams compared to the red average of 305 grams. It's so funny to me to imagine being measured in grams, my whole body. I would never want to know the weight of my body in grams. I feel like that'd be too big of a number for my mental health. But what a dream. What a dream to be able to be measured in grams. Oh, strawberry girl's dream, okay? Measure me in grams, please. So cute. So cute. How many grams are there in a pound? How many grams are there in a pound? One pound is 453 grams. So squirrels are about 1 pound. A little bit. The gray squirrels are a little bit over a pound, and the red squirrels are a little bit under a pound. That's so cute. That's literally so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. So cute. Oh wait, technically pound is weight and grams is mass. Isn't mass weight? Help. Isn't mass weight? No? What is mass? I thought mass was weight. Weight is mass times gravity? Are you kidding me? Jesus. Weight is acceleration. Oh wait, no, that actually kind of makes sense to me. Does weight have something to do with how fast something falls? But mass is just like how heavy it is when it's like not falling. But like in real life, functionally they're basically the same. Because like we're always falling because we're on a planet with gravity. Is that how it works? Mass is the same no matter where you are. Okay, right. So like whether you're on Venus or on Mars, your mass is the same. Weight goes down in outer space. Thank you, Phrenic Germal. Thank you. But on Earth, if we're only talking about earthen things like squirrels, mass and weight are functionally practically the same, right? Like, because gravity's not changing on Earth, right? For everyday human talk, yes. For science, no. Okay, cool. Cool. I love it. I don't feel completely wrong. I don't feel like my brain broke. I feel like, but I also feel like my understanding of mass has expanded, so I thank you all for that. Thank you very much. Mass is the amount of atoms in something. Weight is the force that gravity has on a body of mass. Interesting. It's close enough for most elevations. Blah, 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 mountains. Let's not bring mountains into the discussion. Not exactly just mountains. What other than mountain makes gravity go down? I'm sure the very, very deep sea is different as well. Because the deepest parts of sea... Oh, dude, you're right. Water in general. No. Water doesn't change gravity. Depth changes gravity, surely, but water doesn't change gravity. You're just like moving through thick stuff, but it's not like you weigh less in water. You're just moving through something thicker than air. So you feel like you weigh different, but I don't think you actually weigh different, right? You feel different because of the water pressure, right? The local gravity, oh, is that what we're calling it now? Is that what we're calling it, the local gravity? Oh my god. What? Deep changes pressure. But it must change gravity, right? The deep sea's gotta change gravity in the same way that, like, you know, if high elevations change gravity, then, like, low elevations must change gravity. And don't the deepest parts of maybe I'm wrong about this. In my picture of the world, the deepest parts of the sea are more below the surface than the highest mountains are above the surface. I don't know if I'm talking about surface, because I also know that, like, the highest mountains are, like, just the surface. They're on the surface, but, like, elevation above sea level versus elevation below sea level, I feel like the highest mountains is, like, a smaller number than, like, the lowest depths of the sea. But I could, like, be wrong about that. That's just how I feel. I blinked and lost track of what we're talking about. I'm talking about how if gravity changes with elevation, then the deepest parts of the sea must have a noticeable difference in gravity that is independent of any discussions about water pressure, just from its sheer closeness to the core and whatever. I feel like the gravity must be stronger, right? Right? Yay, Pyrosocial. Thank you for the celebration. I think it would be marginally higher, actually, for big enough bodies of mass, like planets. Gravity is calculated with respect to the relative distance to the center of mass, right? So you'd weigh more by being closer to the center. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, sorry. Yeah, that's what I mean. You'd be, like, heavier. Like a squirrel might weigh 2 pounds. If you dragged a squirrel to the bottom of the Mariana Trench, it might weigh 2 pounds. It would also not survive the journey. Sam is well. Thank you. Sam is well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your sub. Sam is well. SAM underscore I dot S underscore W click E shook double L shook. You would also not survive due to the pressure and the heat, and no practical means to dig that far indeed. Yeah, not yet. One day. One day. There's a thing called crush depth for submarines diving under the water. Yeah. I thought we were talking about water pressure versus gravity. Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about water pressure. Because, like, water pressure ruins the discussion. Because it's obviously such a big deal. I have a question regarding that. Do you keep your same weight while inside a submarine, even if deep underwater? Ooh, there's a question. If we can imagine that the submarines are strong enough to survive the deepest of the deepest depths, okay? Let's just take water pressure out of the equation. No crush depth, alright? Because these submarines are super, super strong, okay? Super, 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 super strong. If you take a submarine all the way to the very bottom where all the big mysteries are, where you find the entrance to Agartha, okay? Do you weigh different? I think you must. Shuck, click. I think you must. Where you have the fish with light bulbs. Yeah. Even deeper than the fish with light bulbs. The fish that have no light perception at all. Maybe even no fish. Maybe just little beings of the sea. Little ocean goblins. Very tiny ocean goblins. And maybe some mysterious giant ocean goblins that are dead ass blind and just like gigantic, like crazy things. Are you a blobfish enjoyer? Yeah, I'm an every fish enjoyer. I think nobody has the answer to our question. Probably. A negligible difference is still a difference. It is. It is. A negligible difference to me means yes, there is a difference. They don't have eyes down there like some other moles or voles that don't have eyes. Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Dominics. You would weigh more. Submarines affect pressure, not weight gravitational pull. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. It's a minuscule amount, as has been stated, but it's still an amount. It's still science. It's still science, okay? Bigger difference if you didn't eat from one day to the next. Yeah, I'm sure. By the time you climb onto the top of Mount Everest, you will lose more weight from the climb than the gravity change. Dude, oh god, I love hiking so much, but I've never really hiked up a mountain, but I would love to do that. Bucket list material for sure. I don't know if I want to hike up Mount Everest because like it's kind of far away, you know? It's like a hop, skip, and a jump. I'd probably settle for like Mount Hood or like Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens. I do have a lot of cool mountains nearby. All of the ones I just mentioned. And I think there's some other ones as well, but I can't remember what their names are. But yeah, there's lots of cool mountains. I am in one of the prime mountain areas. A very achievable goal, yes, yes. I don't know if people hike on Mount St. Helens, though. Do they? Do people hike on Mount St. Helens? Yeah? That would be pretty cool. Do they look inside the crater and stuff? I don't know if the crater's, like, gazeable, if you can gaze into that abyss. They climb more than hike? Okay, okay. I think people actually hike Mount Hood. I feel like Mount Hood is hikeable. Cliff Nerds, thank you for your prime. Thank you for your prime. Cliff Nerds, Cliff Nerds. C-L-I-F-F-Shek. F-Shek. N-E click R click D. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Click, click. That probably falls out of the realm of hiking and into mountaineering. I feel like hiking is like an umbrella that includes mountaineering, but maybe not. I don't know. There's probably a trail that goes up there, but I don't think there's an exposed top. Mount St. Helens doesn't reveal themselves. The rangers would be like, please don't. I love park rangers. I have a love-hate relationship with them, you know? God bless them. God bless park rangers. And God bless America. I think it was 1980 when St. Helens blew apart. Yeah, whenever my family was visiting a couple weeks ago, some of the older members of my family, not like old, just like older, old enough to remember the 80s, they were like, honestly, they told me that they remembered when Mount St. Helens blew up, and I didn't realize it was that recent. I thought it was like 1920 or something. I didn't know something that people remembered. So I was like, it kind of blew my mind a little bit, and they were like, yeah, it was a really big deal when Mount St. Helens blew up. And I kind of looked at pictures of like the before and after for the first time, which was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. What year was it? Didn't a volcano blow up in like Ireland or something? Like 10-ish years ago? I'm accessing an old memory, and Iceland? Oh, it might have been Iceland. Totally could have been Iceland. I feel like I remember that. I think that happened when I was in high school. That was wild. Wild, wild, wild stuff. Ask the French about the kilogram. It's about selling farm goods. I will not ask the French about the kilogram. I only hate them when they tell me, will bind me, and you can't do that for doing my God-given right in building a Walmart in the national park. National parks. You know, national parks are fine, but anytime I step in a national park, I like to look around and just imagine it. Imagine its potential as a parking lot. You know, can't you just imagine if you took the entire national parks and just flattened it out nice and straight? No trees, just concrete and white lines, perfectly shaped for rows of cars. We can even do those slanted white lines so that cars can park at an angle. You know what I'm talking about? Ugh. I love imagining parking lots in national parks. No elevation, you could roll for miles. A dream. Exactly. Just imagine how many cars we could fit if we got rid of those stinky, useless trees. Really, we could even do like a multi-level parking lot. Okay, we could do like a parking lot with a parking lot on top of it. And then like a parking lot on top of it. No sun penetration to the ground. The only animals? Rats. No more squirrels. No more bunnies. No more chipmunks. No more weaselly owls. Rats and cars and roaches. That's what I want. Now we're feeling fancy. We could even make a mall on the side. Yeah. Yeah. Parking lot lasagna. Exactly. Call me old-fashioned, but I still believe the world exists on the back of a giant car driving through space. The whole Earth is really just looking for a parking lot. I think we can make room for some pigeons Destructicon, yes. The title made me chuckle, but then the conversation about the rats was so solid. This has been a lovely introduction to your stream. Aw, thank you, Beauty and the Beasts. Welcome to the chat. Hello, welcome in. Why does the parking lot lasagna sound like some really niche Midwest emo band that only has like 3 people in Michigan? That only like 3 people in Michigan have heard of. Parking lot lasagna does sound exactly like a Midwest emo band. Let me access my... I have to be bad. Sorry, let me be a Midwest emo band. No, that's not what I want. That's still not what I want. No. I like that. That sounds Midwest emo. Why do I keep gravitating there towards that? Do we want to do FACG? Is that even A? I don't even know. Yeah, that's A, right? Can you come up with emo lyrics? Oh, normal emo lyrics? No. Midwest emo lyrics? No, that's not the chord I want, though. I'm trying to think of a specific chord, and I can't think of what it is. Let me find it. There's a song that I'm trying to think of, and it sounds like every Midwest emo song. Oh my god, fucking guitar tabs annoying me with asking me questions. I don't want to answer all of these questions. Every time I don't log in to guitar tabs for too long, it tries to understand who I am. And it asks me so many questions in order to personalize my experience. But I don't want a personalized experience. I literally just want to look at my tabs. This is what I'm looking for. That's what I wanted. The squirrels are dying and my wife is lying and I'm addicted to every drug and the fields are dying and I'm crying every day. I wanna go away. I'm a Midwest emo boy and I pray to a God I don't believe in, but God my mom is trying to make me have a relationship with Christ, but God's never helped me get through all my injuries. So what the fuck? And the train tracks go through my house and I don't know where I belong. And I eat corn every night and the cobs are so damn long. It is very Mountain Goats coded. Every national park is a parking lot. Every national park is a parking lot. Parking lot lasagna is my favorite Thanksgiving dish. Parking lot lasagna is the only wish I wish. Parking lot lasagna is my favorite Thanksgiving dish. I can't afford deviled eggs. Every Thanksgiving, less people come 'cause they're all in prison or dead. Everyone who loves themselves moves to California. California is where they always go. Thank you, Nerd Toxin, for your sub. Thank you, Nerve Toxin, for your sub. I love Midwest emo, but I don't have the voice for it. It makes me sad because I don't have a screamy voice. I cannot scream songs. I can't belt songs. My soft singing videos are like, I mean, usually when I'm singing by myself, I do sing louder than that, but I do usually sing in like my head voice, you know, and I have very bad vocal control outside of my head voice, and it also just like hurts my voice. I'm not good at singing in my chest voice, regardless of the whole ASMR thing, which makes me sad because I love Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties, you know, and I love the Mountain Goats, but boy oh boy, I just can't sing it. Anyway, I want to give y'all some name traces. Thank you so very much. Nerve Toxin. Oh, did the music bring my cat? Hello, cat. Hello. N 3 R B 3 sh T click 0 X click I N. Thank you. And Disperse, thank you for your prime. D shik I dot S click B A shik R O U shik S. Thank you very much. And again, Neatrix, thank you so much for your tip. Thank you. I've never heard of Midwest emo, but simultaneously think I've heard it. Yeah, that's fair. Sleepy, what would you name that Midwest emo band? Parking Lot Lasagna. Parking Lot Lasagna. So, the chords for that or the song that goes with that chords is Going to Georgia. A lot of songs use those chords, but the most remarkable thing about coming home to you is the feeling of being in motion again. It's the most remarkable feeling in the world. I've got two big hands and a heart pumping blood, and a 1967 Colt 45 with a busted safety cap. My cat is literally pressing her face onto my ukulele. The world shines. Oh wait. World shine. As I cross the county line going to Georgia. The most remarkable thing about you standing in the doorway is that it's you. That you're standing in the doorway and you smile as you ease the gun from my hand, and I am frozen with joy right where I stand. The world throws its light underneath your hair. 40 miles from Atlanta, this is nowhere. Going to Georgia. I don't really remember that song very well. Going to Georgia. Hello. Clickety clack, clickety clack. Most remarkable thing about you standing in the doorway is that it's you, and that You're standing in the doorway and you smile as you ease the gun from my hand, and I am frozen with joy right where I stand. The world throws its light underneath your hair. 40 miles from Atlanta, this is nowhere. Going to Georgia. Ah, ah, ah. It's Crazy, the lead singer. You know it. She's the lead singer to every song. I put this seat right here for her. She hasn't explored it very much yet, but I know that she'll find it. I know that she'll find it and she'll be into it soon, okay? This seat was generously donated by Neatrix. She's inspecting the body right now. I feel like you would love the Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. I fell asleep during it. By Patrick Harris. Yeah, I think I fell asleep during it. Maybe one day I'll give it another shot. You also fell asleep to other great movies. I know. Trust me, I know. I've fallen asleep to many good things. Many good things. Girlie, what do you want? Do you want to come up here again? She's doing that thing where she just keeps brushing against my legs. If you fell asleep, was it really that good though? Yes, it was. I don't fall asleep when things aren't good, okay? I fall asleep oftentimes to such good things, and I am so sorry. I'm so eternally sorry, okay? Can y'all hear the purring? So you only stay awake when you don't like the movie? No, I also stay awake. I also stay awake when the movie's good. It just has nothing to do with quality. It just has nothing to do with quality. Sometimes I stay awake for shit movies. Sometimes I fall asleep during shit movies. Sometimes I stay awake during shit movies, and sometimes I stay awake during good movies. Cat. The world throws its light underneath your hair. 40 miles from Atlanta, this is nowhere. Going to Georgia. Ah, ah, ah. I fall asleep. Bless you. Bless you again. Oh my goodness. Having a moment? I fall asleep when I'm very comfortable. I fall asleep when I am very comfortable, pretty much always. Which I actually think is good. You know how they say, like, you shouldn't go to bed, like, you shouldn't sit in your bed unless it's, like, time for bed, because that trains your body to, like, go to sleep when you get in bed and then you don't stay awake for a super long time. I've trained myself in that way. I tend to not, like, lay down and get cozy unless it's time to sleep. And so if I'm watching something, if I want to stay awake, I kind of have to, like, sit at my desk and watch it. and do something at the same time. But if I like sit on the couch, I don't even have a couch, but like if I were to sit on the couch, the metaphorical couch, or the beanbag or my bed, and like get cozy with my laptop and put on a show, if I get cozy when I watch something, high risk for sleep. High risk for sleep. And usually whenever you watch stuff with friends, it's a cozy environment. It's like, okay, let's all sit on the couch and watch a movie. I also always fall asleep at the movie theater. It's one of the reasons I don't really like the movie theater, because it's a double whammy of overstimulation and also like I get sleepy and then I wake up and I'm in this overstimulating environment and I feel guilty because I paid for a movie. I paid like $20 for a ticket and I just go to sleep. Constant, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your sub. Constant, thank you. Click. CON shk SD click AN shk D click for shk do. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So the key is to have you watch stuff while sitting, but not feeling comfy? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, so the key is to allow me to do things while I watch stuff. Give me a doodle, journal. Honestly, giving people back massages and also receiving back massages is a great way to stay awake during a movie. Fantastic. I love giving and receiving back massages, and it does not have to be a moment, okay? The best times to give and receive back massages are while watching movies. It's awkward if you like set aside time for a back massage, because then it feels too formal. Then it's like, you know, like lay down. Like, no, we don't need to lay down. We just need to like sit in a line and be facing the TV. Giving each other back massages, okay? When you feel comfier? No. Because I'm sitting up and you're sitting up and I'm focusing and I'm giving the back massage, or I'm like, heck yeah, I get that, not watching the movie. Hey, can you move a little to the right? Oh, can you, maybe that part hurts, can you move down there? No. Back massages don't put me to sleep. They're like an active thing, okay? Whether giving or receiving. I once had a movie night in my college dorm and there was like 15 people in one small college dorm. I sound like a baby. Very nice, very nice. Click, 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 click. I think you probably enjoy it too much to allow yourself to fall asleep. I mean, that's probably true, but also like there's an element of like a good hurt to a good back massage, you know, like getting in on those muscles. Certain types of like back touching can be relaxing and sleep inducing, but like an actual back massage is like, it feels good, but it's not, and it feels good and it's relaxing, but it's not like sleep inducing, at least for me. Like, not at all. Same with stretching. Yeah, exactly. You don't fall asleep when you're stretching. You don't fall asleep when you're getting a back massage, at least in my opinion. So basically do something while watching a movie. Yeah, I mean, like, so, you know what keeps me awake at the theater? So first of all, whenever I'm at the theater, the live theater, I never fall asleep. I've never once fallen asleep during a play. And I think it's just because I like plays more than movies. I'm always more engaged. But, the playbills, the little pamphlets or whatever that you get at the door, I always fiddle with that. I always fiddle. I bend, I tear, I scratch. I'm like fiddling with the little pamphlet in the thing, because I need to have something to do with my hands. Sleeping during massages feels like wasting the experience. So true, so true, so true, so true. Yes, Morpheus Prime. Morpheus Prime, if you are here, please let me know so I can do a tarot reading for you. Please, please, please. And what if people keep talking while watching a movie? Are you still in danger of falling asleep mid-conversations? No, but I mean, depending on what the movie is, unless it's something that we're like re-watching or something, I probably don't really want to talk during it. Like, unless it's something that I'm already familiar with. I'm a fan of pausing things to talk if it's something that anyone in the room hasn't watched yet. I like talking during movies if there's something to say, but you gotta pause. Okay. You gotta pause, you gotta pause. What did I watch recently? I think 2 days ago I watched the documentary on Netflix, Tell Them You Love Me, which was about a college philosophy, I think, professor who, abused one of the brothers of her students, basically, under the guise of facilitated communication. It was a very complicated and a dark and a disturbing story. I'm not gonna lie. It really did disturb me. It made me feel very icky inside. Basically, so it was good. Yeah, it did its job. It did its job of disturbing me, that's for sure. Basically, there was a kid who was born with, severe, I don't know if severe is the right word, cerebral palsy, and autism, and they were like nonverbal, very low functioning, and had never really been able to, communicate for most of their life. But they were under the care of their mom, or his mom, and his brother. And his brother, was one of the main kind of speakers during the documentary. His brother, I just loved everything he had to say. I would watch a podcast of that brother just talking about anything. The older brother of the cerebral palsy kid, whose name is Derek. So Derek, I can't remember the brother's name. I think the brother's name was John. So it was John was the older brother, and Derek was the nonverbal younger brother. Yeah, John was so well spoken and so obviously intellectual and interesting. I just want to hear more about what he has to say about life. He was a fascinating person. I watched the trailer of that. Is it good? Out of 10? I would probably give it a solid 7 out of 10. Probably a solid 7 out of 10. It kind of depends on what you're looking for. But basically, John, older brother, went to college, went to a lecture by this teacher whose name I can't remember. Can I remember her name? Professor something. For some reason Jane is in my head, but I don't think it's Jane. Was it Anna? Daisy? I literally don't remember. The professor. I think it was maybe Anna. But the professor was a expert, a lifelong, basically, expert of facilitated communication, which is a method used by a female professor. Yeah, it's a method used in a specific kind of school of, I guess it would be psychology, where for people who are nonverbal, the belief is that if you can just kind of, especially for people with cerebral palsy who usually have kind of jerky movements, if you can give them a little bit of support on their shoulder or their elbow or their wrist or even their finger, they can, depending on, their specific physical, what would you call it? Physical tendencies. If you give them a little bit of that muscular support, then you can teach them to use a keyboard to type, and they can communicate via text in that way. And so this teacher, I think Anna, John went up to her after class and was like, oh my gosh, my brother is like this, and he's reminding me of the people who you've taught this lesson about. I would love it if you, oh my goodness, McJake, you okay over there? Yes, you can get to stream. Welcome in. Hello, McJake. So glad to have you. But John went up to the teacher and was like, this is my brother, can you maybe try and see him and help him? Anna said yes. Anna began to teach Derek how to use this facilitated communication device, and Anna would guide him and his finger, and eventually Anna taught Derek to be able to communicate and use the device well enough that he could take college courses and participate in college classes and give even like little, text speeches at disability conferences. And then eventually they fell in love and kissed and did the deed, and then they decided to tell John and the mother. I can't remember the mother's name, and both John and the mother were like, excuse me? You did what? How? Because Derek is severely physically disabled. And the professor fell in love with, well, they're not a kid. They were like 30 or something. 30-something, probably. Maybe late 20s at the time. I don't remember. I think now he's like 40. But, and this was happening in 2009, so do the math. But also at the time the professor was married. Okay, the professor was married with kids during all of this. The feeling, according to the facilitated communication device, was mutual. Okay, they have the textual evidence of Derek not only consenting but initiating many acts. Okay, the kiss, the deed itself. They have the textual evidence of Derek telling the professor to take off their shirt and things like that. But, because all this time, again, Derek can't talk. The facilitated communication is being led by the professor's hand guiding him, his hand on the keyboard. Okay? And so they come out to the family as a couple, and the mom and the brother are like, no, this is not okay, this does not seem real. And at that moment is when the older brother starts to be skeptical about facilitated communication, starts doing a lot of research, realizes that it's actually pretty fringe and it is not at all psychological consensus that facilitated communication is real, valid. It's used by some people, but they've done studies that very, very strongly indicate that almost all facilitated communication is, in fact, the interpreter subconsciously assuming what the person with cerebral palsy is trying to communicate. Yeah, super ick. Exactly, Flux. So, of course, at this point, I mean, like, some time passes, but the professor herself has always been extremely open about the entire relationship. She was another participant even in the documentary, telling her story. She told the police everything, she told the judge everything, fully participating in all, like, she just was very open, because her whole take the whole time was like, I did nothing wrong, I have nothing to hide, Derek and I are in love, and this is what happened, and this is why blah 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 blah. Which is like so sad and embarrassing and gross. And I mean, I think it's clear that she is, personally, this is my personal take, I feel like she's probably delusional in like a very tragic way. And Derek himself, the person who she abused, has been, I don't know what the word here is, inspected, that's not it. Many doctors have determined that he has the intelligence of probably about a 1-year-old, a six month to 1-year-old human. So for him to be able to consent to these acts is pretty ridiculous. And the whole situation is very sad and very gross. And yeah, that was basically the whole documentary. The documentary obviously has like more information and goes into much more detail. There's friends of the professor who kind of put in a good word for her character. And of course there's everyone on Derek's side validating that there is no way he could have consented. That facilitated communication seems like a bunch of hubbub. And yeah. I know, Alex, it's like, it's rough. It's rough. There's no way he could consent. Yeah, no way. Basically, she went, I'm not sure about the perfect legal words for this, but she went to trial once, and she was sentenced to 12 years in prison. But then there was like a retrial, not sure if that's the right word. The reason that she was sentenced to 12 years was because the original court disregarded all of the evidence of the facilitated communication device. They considered it inadmissible because it was all written by her. Appeal, maybe? But then she was like, yeah, retried, or there's an appeal or whatever, where they like did the trial again and they used that evidence, and so instead she was sentenced to like 2 years on parole or something like that. So she has a very normal life now. She's not a professor anymore, but she is just, living at her house, I think doing some kind of online remote work. Probation? Yeah, something. I don't know words. But the most, I think the most disturbing thing and the most damning piece of evidence is one of the things that was hardly brought up at all in the monastery. The monastery? Oh god, my brain. The documentary. No monasteries in this story. The documentary. It was hardly brought up at all in the documentary, but her husband and kids. She had a husband and kids. Obviously not anymore. Divorced, separated, or no, divorced, and the kids were never brought up, never mentioned, never named. She just mentioned at one point the kids. So she has kids. Her husband did not appear in the documentary. Was completely unrepresented. No photos of him even. I have a feeling he didn't consent to be a part of it. But what was included in the documentary about him was the letter that he sent to court, which said, I believe that Anna is a narcissist and a compulsive liar, and she can't be trusted. He was against her, for real. Completely against her. Which, even though it was such a small part of the documentary, for someone who you're married to damn you that hard with such specific language, and for someone to do that when not looking for attention, they weren't someone who was being interviewed. They sent that letter to a judge. And they took a step back and disappeared from her life. So he's not looking for attention. To me, that speaks volumes. Because I'm gonna be real, the mom of Derek gave me some vibes that I didn't like, and so that was also, for me, the vibes of Derek's mom were one of the most confusing parts of the story for me, that made me skeptical of her perspective, honestly. But Derek's brother, again, had very good vibes, and people who have bad vibes can still often be like right and good people. I think Derek's mom has weird vibes for me, but I think she was right from beginning to end in this entire story. Hearing that letter from the ex-husband was really impactful for me, and seeing the face of Anna, the teacher, while she was in court was also scary for me, because she was so unmoved and so composed. She was too composed, and I want to give room for everyone to deal with grief differently, I really do, and to deal with horrible situations differently, because I think it's true, and I think in a different context, in the context of a different person, being kind of hyper composed in such a horrible situation could be fine, but given the context of everything else, yeah, no remorse, psychopathic reactions, exactly. It just felt so gross. It was disturbing. It was disturbing because at the beginning of the documentary, the teacher, Anna, She doesn't have bad vibes. She feels like a college philosophy professor. She's interesting. She's charismatic. She's articulate. But as the story goes on, the reason that it feels gross is because me, Sleepy, oh, it is the existence of someone like Anna is like evidence to me that my vibe checks can be so wrong. Because if Anna was my professor in college, I would be a fan. I would be like, wow, you're so cool. You're so cool and charismatic and articulate and smart. You're such a philosophy professor. Because she is charismatic and articulate and smart and smiley. She has a very kind of joyful personality. And the evidence is stacked up against her in such a convincing way that it's just, it's harrowing for me on a personal level to have to acknowledge that my vibe checks can be so freaking wrong. Sleepy, have you ever met a true narcissist in real life? Yes. I mean, it's on a spectrum. It's on a spectrum, right? And I do think that there's a divide right now in language when it comes to, psychology language, when it comes to, what we mean when we say narcissist. There's actually a pretty good episode of the podcast Psychology in Seattle. I wish I could remember. I can find it. Because I was talking to one of my friends about this a couple weeks ago. Let's see if I can find it. Psychology in Seattle, which is hosted by a psychologist. It's literally just called Narcissistic Relationships, and it's an episode of his podcast from a couple years ago, from 4 years ago, 27k views, and it's an accidental debate. It doesn't start out trying to be a debate, but these two very educated individuals realize that they have different definitions of narcissist, different working definitions, and they're both professionals in the field. And it's a very important divide that exists, okay? And I would even say that there's kind of three different ways that people are using narcissist. There's the purely pop psychology world, where narcissist, lowercase n narcissist basically just means bad, abusive manipulator. Very non-specific definition. And then within the more professional world or academic world, it seems like there's a divide between people who talk about narcissism, where some people talk about it as a, cluster B personality disorder that is very similar to both avoidant personality disorder and borderline personality disorder. It's something that you can work on in treatment. It is very different from psychopathic disorder, and because narcissists, unlike psychopaths, do have feelings and aren't trying to be bad people. They just have this very toxic defensive structure, and it's something that is on a spectrum, can be worked on and improved. And then there's other people, even within the professional space, that you can find a lot of these psychologists on YouTube and stuff who talk about narcissism as if it's basically the same as being a psychopath. I can't think of psychopathy. I couldn't think of that form of the word, psychopathy, as if it's basically the same as psychopathy, which is to say that they don't feel really feelings or emotions, and their intentions are always to use the people around them to their benefit in a very selfish way, and they are untreatable and cannot have healthy relationships ever and should be cut out of people's lives. I don't like that second definition. Do people like that exist on the planet? Yes. But there are very many people who are diagnosable narcissists, or not at the level of diagnostic criteria, but definitely further on that spectrum than most people. And I think they can just be good people who are working through their trauma, you know? And I think that there is a path to recovery, and I also think that it is possible for them to be in compatible relationships. It's just very hard, and it has a lot of challenges, in the same way that people who have avoidant personality disorder have a lot of challenges, in the same way that people who have borderline personality disorder have a lot of challenges. And like, we sure as hell are not obligated to be in relationships with these people. Sometimes that's too much. But it's possible to be in healthy relationships, depending on the people, depending on the situation, depending on how much they're willing to recognize their tendencies, to work on them, blah, 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 blah. So I like Dr. Kirkonda's perspective on the issue personally, and I agree with it. Obviously, I'm not educated professionally or anything like that, but my instinct as like a human is that Dr. Kirkonda is a very good authoritative voice on the matter. There's other psychologists on YouTube who truly demonize narcissists so much it makes me feel icky, because it's like, I feel like if you're a psychologist, you shouldn't. I feel like if you're literally a doctor, a psychologist, a brain doctor, you shouldn't be demonizing your patients. That feels wrong to me. And I don't like it. But that said, of course psychopathic individuals exist. Of course there are narcissists who are too far on that spectrum, who are unwilling to undergo treatment. I think a narcissist who's completely unwilling to recognize their issues and work on them is just as dangerous as someone who has borderline and is unwilling to work on their issues, unwilling to go to therapy for them. Do psychologists take the Hippocratic Oath? I don't think so. I think psychiatrists do, because psychologists aren't I don't think they're technically like medical doctors. So when I said doctor, I kind of more meant like they're they give treatments, they give help, they're dedicated to helping people with their brains, but they're not technically medical doctors. But anyway, what was I saying? Different kinds of mental disorders all cause toxicity. They all cause relational toxicity. And some of them cause a sort of toxicity that more people know how to handle. We are kind of socialized to handle whenever, I mean, not enough, but there's a small degree to which we are all socialized to handle our own anxious tendencies and maybe the anxious tendencies of our partners, our own depressive tendencies and maybe the depressive tendencies of our partners, right? Now, if someone who has severe anxiety or severe depression gets into a relationship, that can definitely cause toxicity. It doesn't mean that those people are abusers. It doesn't mean that they're trying to abuse or manipulate or gaslight or anything like that. Even though if you look at certain events in a vacuum, people who have severe depression or anxiety can do very hurtful things to their partners. But we don't demonize those disorders in the same way because we kind of all understand them. Not all of us. Again, we can do more work in this area, but like we have a cultural understanding of those things. Even things like OCD or bipolar, we kind of have a cultural understanding of those things. I feel like narcissism, we are not socialized to have an understanding of how to handle narcissistic urges in ourselves or narcissistic urges in our partners. And so it's very scary, and these specific kinds of hurt and pain that can come from narcissism, whether it's meets diagnostic criteria or not, is something that most of us are like very unwilling to handle in a relationship. But I don't think it's impossible, and I think narcissists are formed as a result of relational trauma, and I think even narcissists not only if let me think, if it is possible for a narcissist for their symptoms to improve and for them to let down a little bit of that defensive structure and become healthier, then the method for that is for them to have healthy relationships. It's not for them to be even further shunned and demonized by the world. I think that's what I believe. Yes. Click. Signton. Thank you for your prime. Thank you very much. Click. Z, shik. H, Y, click. N, click. T, sk. E, shk. N. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. My dad is a diagnosed covert narcissist with borderline personality disorder, but as far as he's concerned, he's fine, and everyone else has the problem. Yeah, that's unfortunately very common for that sort of individual, from what I understand. Means you just gotta do some healing before you become ready for that kind of thing. Yeah. I wouldn't say we understand them, but they're more expected, right? When a much larger population of society has those, but narcissism or psychopathy is much rarer, and we only see the hyper-sensationalized versions. Yeah, it's very true. So another thing is that we tend to gravitate towards the types of profiles of people in our life that are most familiar to us. Not the ones that are best for us. Just the ones that are most familiar to us. And so, like, if you know a narcissist, Green Ninja, since you talked about your father, I'm gonna talk about you for a minute, okay? You feel free to, you don't need to confirm or deny any of this if you don't want to. If you know closely, very closely, someone who has narcissism or BPD, you probably know like 5 people who have narcissism or BPD because you've probably just gravitated towards them. Not all of those people might meet the diagnostic criteria, right? But you'll kind of recognize those personality tendencies and gravitate towards them more, you know? Because it's what you're familiar with in people. And then I think that's another that's another confusing part of the entire conversation, is that there's people in the world who consume media about true crime and murder and whatever, and they hear about narcissists, and they hear about people who have BPD, and they watch the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and they're like, oh my god, narcissists are literally the devil. I can't imagine ever knowing someone like that. And then there's another group of people, a very normal type of person, who's like surrounded by narcissists. You know, it's like you tend to either be someone who knows instinctively to never give people who have those kinds of tendencies the time of day, or you tend to be the kind of person who gravitates very strongly to those sorts of personalities because it's what you grew up with. I feel like there's very few people, I mean, this is just me, like, anecdotally speaking, but I feel like there's very few people who only know, like, one narcissist. I feel like you either know, like, a lot of them, or you know none of them. Or, like, maybe you met one day and knew immediately there was something off, so you ran the hell away. I don't know. Shika. I wouldn't say we understand. Oh, yeah, I heard that. I thought my ex just had anxiety disorder. I was doing my very best to do whatever I could for her, despite how much it was hurting me. Then we were out with friends. She wanted me to buy something. I said I couldn't afford it. She told the mutual friend to watch her while she manipulated me into buying it. Oof, that's one thing I remember if I ever doubt my inner roles in that relationship. Oof. Yeah. I feel like I'm in the second camp for BPD people. Yeah. Super common. This documentary got you riled up. Sleepy, you okay? I am okay. Thank you for asking, McJake. How are you today? How are you? They decide to use others, a conscious decision, so I have a problem to hold these people accountable for their deeds. Yeah. When the mechanic only learned about suspension problems, everything looked like a suspension problem. That's funny. Or maybe, unfortunately, those narcissists know the kind of people that are more likely to fall for their tricks. That's true as well. Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether or not you believe that, yeah, the narcissists are, like, malicious, or whether they just have that kind of personality disorder where they instinctively try to use people, not always to the other person's detriment, but usually to their benefit. I do think that narcissists can recognize for sure which people are easy for them to benefit from. So I don't really think that narcissists are like looking around to trick and use people. But I do think that narcissists usually go throughout the world in a pretty transactional way, where they walk around and they're thinking like, how can I benefit from these people? How can I benefit from you versus from them? So I might want to spend more time with you versus them. And if I do something for you, I will be expecting something in return. But they're not really like, I'm gonna hunt out prey and trick them and make them fall in love with me and then kill them. Break their heart and steal their money. But maybe, I mean, I would say, I would characterize that more as like psychopathic behavior. But there is crossover, for sure. Do you think that narcissists are aware they're narcissists? Some of them, and some of them no. Yes and no. They're all different. It just depends on how introspective they are. I don't think that, like, I think like the scale of narcissism and the scale of introspection are like two totally different scales, you know? So like an introspective narcissist will know they're a narcissist, a non-introspective narcissist will not. And I would imagine it's pretty like scattered across that spectrum. Oh, what, Destructicon? Hit me with the ... What's that mean? It's gonna go. Click. Is this tied in any way to the body behind you? They started it. Okay? They made me do it. They made me do it. I had no choice. I literally had no choice. I had to give them a nap. They really hurt me. They like really hurt me very badly, okay? And like I literally had like no choice, and like it was like all I could do. I had to like defend myself. And so it was like I think they were they had just like really scared me, and I think that they were probably an abuser. So like I had to. I had to. I had a friend who was in the I deserve comfort from dating. Oh, I derive. Ooh, interesting. I had a friend who was in the I derive comfort from dating the borderline narcissist psychopathic person for the longest time, and now she's engaged to a different narcissist with the same name. Some people gravitate towards that personality structure 100%. 100%. 100%. Was an interesting stream, but I gotta go. Farewell, Diego Saki. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Shaka, click, click, click. Click, click, click. Click. Hello, Ultraman. Shaka, click. Click. I had to murder my dinner tonight. Dang, McJake, that's wild. Click. Do you think they do it unconsciously, or are they aware of the things they do to benefit themselves? I think that also depends on how introspective they are. Yeah. Shake, click. Frenic Germal, thank you for your sub. Hello. Thank you so much for your sub. Shake. Bisk. HR. Sick. ENI. CG. Click. E. Click. R. L. Click. Click. Ask. L. Thank you. And Trill Cosby, thank you for your prime. Welcome in, thank you for your prime. D. Click. R. I. Dot. Double L. C. Shook. O. S. B. Y. Click. Zeros. Thank you. Oh no, Frenic, I did thank you. Here, I'll give you another name trace, okay? B. H. R. E. N. I. Dot. C. G. Click. E. R. M. A. Click. L. Thank you, Frenic Germal. Thank you for your sub. Yes, Varone, I would love to read lyrics for you. What would you like me to read? And Strooper Liz, thank you for your prime. Thank you, Strooper Liz. S. T. Click. R. O. O. Shik. B. E. Click. R. L. I. Dot. C. C. Thank you. Ah, something in Espanol and English. Very curious. Oh my god, my cat's being so cute right now. Hi. She's been sitting on my lap this whole time. I think audio swapped sides. Did it really? It's been a long time since that happened. Can I get some confirmation from the chat? Is my audio on opposite sides? KFC says it sounds correct. It's correct. Okay, cool. Jerome, you trippin'? Do you speak Spanish? No. I can read it, okay? But I can't speak it. What language did you take in school? Spanish. But my teacher was not good, and I was also not a good student. I was definitely part of the problem. Alright, let's see what we have to read for Rome. Narcisista por excelencia. Sabes que es la inseguridad. Sabes lo que es sentir la soledad. Mi peor error fue haber aceptado mi fealdad. Porque ahora ya no tengo donde esconder el miedo, y el miedo sigue vivo, se la vive aquí conmigo. Yo me baso en la apariencia, con placer y sin conciencia, esperando a que algún día tu atención fijes en mí. Es por eso que ahora visto así. I lost my place. Quiero ser elegante y estilero hasta el fin. No podré proyectarlo, me lo tengo que creer, suponiendo que en la gente, la belleza es natural, pues belleza es la palabra que aún no logro concretar. Disfraz narcisista artificial, disfraz, todo es mental. ¿Cómo me peinaré esta noche? ¿Qué ropa me combinará mejor? Tener tu interés, convertirlo en amor. Quisiera poder saber qué piensas. ¿Me veré bien o acaso me veo mal? Sé que es patetizo, pero en mí es normal. Soft G, gotcha. Suponiendo que en la gente, let me do it even softer. Suponiendo que en la gente la belleza es natural, pues belleza es la palabra que aún no logro concretar. Disfraz narcisista artificial, disfraz, todo es mental. Alright, now in English. Narcissist by excellence. Do you know what's uncertainty? Do you know what it's like to feel lonely? My biggest mistake was accepting my ugliness, because now I have no place to hide behind my... now I have no place left to hide my fear. And the fear stays alive, it lives here with me. I build on the appearance of pleasure without conscience, waiting until one day your attention will come my way. That's why I dress like this now. I want to be elegant and fashionable until the end. I won't be able to show you. You'll have to believe me. I suppose that beauty is natural in people, but beauty is the word I haven't been able to specify. Disguise, an artificial narcissist. Disguise. It's all mental. How I'll brush my hair tonight, which clothes will match the best, capture your interest, change it into love. I would like to know what you're thinking. Do I look okay, or maybe I look terrible? I know it's pathetic, but for me it's normal. I suppose that beauty is natural in people, but beauty is the word I haven't been able to specify. Disguise, disguise. An artificial narcissist. Disguise, disguise. It's all mental. I suppose that beauty is natural in people, but beauty is the word I haven't been able to specify. Disguise, disguise. An artificial narcissist. Disguise, disguise. It's all mental. Very interesting. Very interesting. That was a good one, Pearl. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Little gym update from McJake. Sadly, I've been feeling slightly under the weather this week. I've not missed a day of the gym, but I'm not feeling myself. Aw, I'm sorry, McJake. Sorry, McJake. I did leg day today. And it was a good leg day. I was also not feeling it at the beginning. I'm gonna be real. But I'm trying to get my camera to focus. There we go. But I did it all anyway. I did it all anyway. And by the end I was feeling strong and feeling good. Did you see when Biden called the president of Ukraine Putin? No, but that's funny. The concept was fitting to the combo. Also, the lyrics made me think that maybe that's how narcissists think too. Certainly some of them. The repeated verses amplified the dysfunctional brain. Good point, Neatrix. I like that. I like that, I like that, I like that. I think I've sung it before, but I do have a song for Narcissus and Echo somewhere. If I can find it. 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 Yeah, here it is. Shika, 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 shika. Sleepy, you ever just stare at a lake and your reflection for years until you wither? Or lay in a cave until your voice echoes in the distance? Every now and again. Every now and again. A Sleepy original? Yep. Perfect timing. My cat just jumped off my lap. I think I got it. His eyes burn from staring too long at the sun, and his sighs hurt from girls before he's shunned. Now he's learned that whispering to the wind always returns his love right back to him. So, little lost and lovely sheep, he says, should follow loster sheep than them. So what Narcissus says goes. Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes, Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes. His words bless my dreams if e'er I sleep, but this obsession leads me to my last breath. I looked for some unspangled anthem life could help me write, but some old saints are beautifuler than my voice if 'twere mine. So little lost and lovely sheep, he said, should sing the songs of loster sheep than them. So what Narcissus says goes, Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes, Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes, Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes. And I know I'm not the same, but I promise I've not changed. I'm crying beneath the breeze, and I know I'm not the same, but I promise I've not changed. Just forgotten how to speak. But what Narcissus says goes, Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes, Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes, Narcissus says I float away. What Narcissus says goes. What Narcissus says goes. And that is that. Thank you. Thank you. Sleepy, is that a little tear in the corner of your eye? Crocodile tears. I don't have feelings. But I'm glad you enjoyed, bro. Thank you. Are you the one that does the up-close ASMR? I do a lot of up-close ASMR. I don't know if I'm the one that you're thinking of, because there's a lot, but I do quite a bit of up-close ASMR. Thank you, Strooper Liz. Thank you. I really like your singing voice. That's so nice. Aw, thank you, Flexidol. Crocodile Joy. I remembered a lot of the other lyrics to that song. I don't know if I can soft sing it though, because some of the lyrics are kind of high. the verses. And it's kind of a spiteful song. It's one of my more spiteful songs. I still might mess it up because I didn't write it down anywhere. Even now, I really should have. It's a pretty short song too. The Narcissus song is very repetitive, which I think is proper because it's sung by Echo. Take a break and shut up. With your wise words, you're grown up. I am sunny enough without your guilt trips through the park. Oh, your heart is broken, chin up. You've got ladies out the door. And I ain't ever been what you've been looking for. I'm a trick, and you fell for it. And on principle, I only kiss rocket scientists. You're a dumb grown boy who wants a dumb grown toy. But you've had enough of my crocodile joy. Paper trees and handcuffs. I said no gifts, but you love surprising me with who you want me to be. But I like silent sunsets and talking without tears. And I ain't got the heart in me to deal with your tricks. I won't fall for it. On principle, I only fall for rocket scientists. You're a dumb grown boy who wants a dumb grown toy. Well, you've had enough of my crocodile joy. Yeah, I messed that up a couple times, so apologies. But yeah, song could work as the explanation for the body. It's pretty good explanation. You're right. Click, click, click. Thank you for the celebration. Matrix, thank you. Clickety click. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 That's very high to do so soft. Shuck. Have you done The World Is Not My Home on stream? I have. might have also forgotten that one. I forget most everything. I feel like I can keep like 4 songs in my brain at a time. I do not know how other musicians do it. I feel like I could never memorize an entire album. Even if it was my own album. I feel like I could never memorize both all of the lyrics and all of the chords. I can keep like 4 songs max in my brain. This world is not my home. I'm just a passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. Angels beckon me through heaven's open door. I can't feel at home in this world anymore. The verses right now. This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. Angels beckon me through heaven's open door. I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Thank you, Lo-5-7. I do want to eventually record stuff for Spotify or Apple or whatever. But man, I'm so intimidated by it. Special relief for Napster. Honestly, I should just sell stuff on Bandcamp. You think you do more cover videos for YouTube? I can't help it. I like songs too much to not, but I do them very rarely on purpose because 1, I don't learn very many songs. I mostly just sing my own songs. 2, they don't do very well, and I don't even get the revenue from them. And YouTube is my job, so I have to prioritize other content. But I mean, I like singing, obviously, so I'm gonna keep making them because I can't help it. What if you release them as off schedule? Oh, so you mean why don't I just make bonus videos? Because it's like more work. I'm a busy girl. I'm a busy girl for Rome. Hello, isolated. Da 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 dun dun. Da dun da bum ba bum. How are you today? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Da dun 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 dun. What nickname should I call you? If you don't want to call me Sleepy, you can call me Sleeps. If you don't want to call me Sleeps, you can call me Sleepy or Eepy. You can call me E, I guess, or Sl. Call her 7-Eleven? Hell yeah. You can also call me Nerd. You can really call me anything you want. Not anything you want. Call me nice things. Please. Does anyone actually call you Sleeps? People used to. People don't too much anymore, but yes, in the old days, in ye olden days, people definitely called me Sleeps. So I think some of my older friends maybe still do, in the pre-seasons, yeah. Sleepy lore. Yeah. I need to keep my Discord open because I'm technically waiting for Swoozy to stream so that we can raid him. Click. Click, click, click. But I have not been paying attention. Shaka, 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 shaka. Click, 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 click. Have you seen that even people in YouTube comments call you Sleepy? Oh, dang. Click, click. Skitaka. Skitaka, skitaka. Skitaka. What time is it there? It is 10:14 p.m. Click, click, click. Click, 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 Shka. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click. Alright. So you're gonna do the new Dark Tide level in Auric difficulty? I hope. Shk. Maybe Swoozy turned into your stream and you put him to sleep? Maybe. We usually stream together on Thursdays after he comes back from his work. So exactly when he is ready to stream is always a little bit iffy, you know? sleepy, by the way. Hope everything is good. And the wild schedule for the next streams is just because you're busy. It is. It is just because I'm busy. And I don't even know exactly with what yet. There's a lot going on. Which is why I didn't go into it. And I won't. But yeah, there's just a lot going on. What's the new schedule? So there's no new schedule, but for the next week or so, my schedule's gonna be weird. I'm streaming tonight at a weird time, but I'm also gonna stream tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then I'm not gonna stream until next Wednesday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no streams. But I'm gonna stream next Wednesday and Thursday. And then after that, hopefully things will be normal again. Hopefully nothing bad going on. Nothing bad is going on, except for the fact that my schedule is messed up. That's the bad thing. The reasons why are mostly fine and good. The worst thing is just that my schedule is messed up. Click. It's because of the squirrels. Yeah, it is. Exactly. And the end. You know, there's another song that I'm feeling the urge to share, but I don't know if I will. I haven't decided yet. Ooh, there's actually a couple songs that I could do. But there's two on my mind right now. God, this is a long song. Too many lyrics. Can hardly fit them all on the page. Very high, very ASMR. It might be too high to sing in ASMR. But I want to sing it. I want to sing it. I have a collection of songs. I have a collection of songs for the Greek myths. And this was actually the first Greek myth song that I wrote. I think it was in 2021 that I wrote this. Can you lower it half a tone? No. I can raise it with a capo, but no, I can't lower it. I'm not that good at ukulele. I'm gonna try to pluck it just for volume control. Don't you wonder just be patient. They will see the reality of all you are to nations. Goddess, more than gods above us, goddess of my own creation. Don't you listen, poor Pandora, when they try to tell you what to do. Men are dumb, dear, poor Pandora. I can cure them, make them more like you. I could take you far away from their laws and all their speculations. You are not a problem child, just be patient. They will see the reality of all you are to nations. Goddess, more than gods above us, goddess of my own creation. Da-dee-da, da-dee-da, da-dee-da-dee-da. Da-dee-da, da-dee-da-dee-da, da-dee-da-dee-da. I didn't write chords for this. Open up, dears. Heck. Oh, that's it. Open up, dear. Don't be scared. I'm your hope here, deep inside. You'll be treasured, always remembered for the rest of your life. I could take you far away from their laws and all their speculations. You are not a problem child, just be patient. They will see the reality of all you are to nations. Goddess, more than gods above us, goddess of my own creation. Open up, dear, don't be scared. I'm your hope here, deep inside. You'll be treasured, always remembered for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. There we go. That's how it should end. I should end on D minor. Do you ever run into so many coincidences that it feels like something's screaming at you? Yes. I really enjoyed that song, writing that song, singing that song, but it is like hard for me because it's high, but it's also like, it sounds better when I'm not, trying to be so quiet. Song's a whole different vibe from the other ones. Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like I mostly do try to play my like slow ones. Slow, chill ones on stream. Oh my goodness, Destructicon. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes. Destructicon's paying the big bucks for those VIP tickets. Click. I'll sign your ukulele, okay, Destructicon? I'll sign your ukulele for that one. It continues to be Sad Girl Song Thursday. So true. So true. So very true. Shook. Shook. Is there someone selling shirts in the front? No. When you play your songs, do you usually play them on the ukulele, or do you use the piano too? A lot of my songs are on the piano. Some of them I can play on both, but most of them are like one or the other. What was that song called? I think just Poor Pandora is what I named it. I do have more faster songs. To answer your question. A lot of the Greek songs, I mean, honestly, a lot of my songs are kind of dealing with, like, dark, toxic romances. Because that's what a lot of Greek stories are about, okay? Even the Poor Pandora song, it's obviously kind of like a toxic temptation romancy thing. The one with Narcissus and Echo is like that too. I did do one for Persephone and Hades. That's a little bit faster paced. It'd be cool to hear some of your songs on piano. Maybe one day, okay. Have you written songs that are intended to be played with multiple instruments? No, but sometimes I write a song and I'm like, damn, what I would give for a trumpet solo. What I would give for a trumpet solo right here. But I don't actually write that. I just think about it and think like, damn, what I would give for a trumpet solo. Or like a clarinet solo, or like a violin solo, or like whatever the heck. Fratricide and incest songs win. Well, this one mentions fascists, which is close enough, right? Close enough. Listen to... I'm just gonna move the mic a little bit farther away so that I feel less paranoid. Don't listen to the lords or to those pesky priests. They misinterpret all the signs they see. Please kidnap me again if someone sets me free. I'm complicit in this plot of yours, my king. Don't let them unrequite me. From your love you have me kept. Always dreamt of someone violent who could tear my roots and replant. Bloody up this simple chorus, and my body laid waste. Oh, kiss me soft into your early grave. I used to be an angel's little princess thing. Now I long to be a demon's queen. The winter's underrated and your shadows bring my secrets into greener springs. You can't take all the credit If they had their way, I'd be one more mannequin of virginity. So I dreamt of someone violent. Tear me up, tear me up, tear me up again. Bloody up this ivory till it's marbled, till it's shattered. Take each piece, resculpt me, mold me, lower me, make me beautiful, bury me deep. I like that one. That one's fun. Which Greek story is this? Persephone and Hades. Persephone and Hades. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Persephone roleplay, you could even add pomegranates. I think it would be funny to do a Persephone roleplay where I'm talking to Demeter and I'm like, Mom, I like, I don't know if I love him, but like, I don't like hate him, and like I think you're being like really hard on him, and like I just want to like spend a little bit more like time with him, and you're like going a little bit crazy. Mom. That would be funny unexpected twist to the character. Look, if you don't think Persephone wanted it a little bit, you didn't read the Greek myths. You didn't read the Homeric hymns, okay? I think she was complicit in the kidnapping, personally. Homericans? Homeric hymns. The Hera and Zeus song is a piano one. I played that one during the subathon, I think. The victim blaming, sheesh. Persephone's not a victim, okay? Don't make her a victim. Demeter was the victim. Poor mom did not understand. I've read enough mythical vampire reimaginings. Makes me think all villains aren't villains and are actually sad Midwest emo boys. Dude, Hades is absolutely, the Greek Hades, the area, not the person, the Greek underworld known as Hades was actually based off of the American Midwest. Okay? It was canonically based off of the American Midwest. I thought it was based off of an early aughts goth grave. The early aughts are also based off of the Midwest. People think the punk movement started in England. It actually started in the Midwest. Actually, everything started in the Midwest. Name anything. It actually started in the Midwest. It's a very American thing to say, Sleepy. Yeah. Sometimes the Americans are right. The American Revolution, the Midwest. It's true. It's true. It's true. The Roman Empire, the Midwest. Yep. Jesus Christ, the Midwest. You know it. Utah, I believe. Cat girls were definitely made in the Midwest. They're pretty bored over there. Spirits of the morning dew, have you heard the news? God's coming back to the earth very soon. The waves have been rising to kiss where he'll land. The moon has lost command. Dance, fairies, dance on your toes for the chance to hear his sacred laughter. Paint his castle in gold while the rapture takes hold. We'll dance until we fly. Creatures of the wild dark, have you seen the stars? They're falling for someone, chasing their wild hearts. Willamette's running red. Columbia, she parted for him for a fresh start. Dance, fairies, dance on your toes for the chance to be his ever after. Paint his castle in gold while the rapture takes hold. We'll dance until we fly. I have no idea what that was. That was insanely loud, though. That sounded like a fucking meteorite. That was so loud, the ground just shook. The ground just shook. I'm looking out a window right now. It's dark outside. I don't think it was a car crash because it wasn't smashy enough. It sounded like a giant thing falling. Thor landing? I'm hearing people walk around. Okay, I'm gonna go check out. I don't think it was a firework. It was too loud to be a firework. It was too loud to be a gun. Like, that was horrifying. I'm gonna be right back. Well, I don't know, but you know what's funny is that my cat, gosh dang, y'all can't see, that was just my elbow. My cat is, just hanging out with the body, which is pretty funny. Crazy? Do you like the body? Cats. Gotta love them. Where's my camera supposed to be? A little bit further this way. A little bit more. Good enough. Why should the feet have the feet, don't worry about it. Their feet are fine. Their legs are fine, I promise. I know it's off. My light was facing a weird direction. That song, the Dance Fairies Dance one, is, it's about the end of the world, but it's like from the fairies' perspective. But I wrote that song in my head while I was doing a baguette shift at the bakery, because a game that I used to play, the baguette job, is a very solo endeavor. The end of the baguette shift I was actually by myself at the end of the baguette shift. It's the latest shift. You bake until the morning drivers come to pick up the bread, basically. The baguettes are the freshest bread in the morning, and the morning drivers come and they start taking the bread to different grocery stores and stuff, but you're the only one in the bakery You're the only one in the bakery from about midnight to 6 a.m. And, and it's a massive quantities of baguettes. I think every night the normal amount of baguettes was like 300, but, on like Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays, it would be like 600, 700, 800. It was like insane. A game that I would play with myself, especially in those wee hours, was I would just say, I'm making bread for the king, I'm making bread for the king, I'm making bread for the kingdom, for the celebration. And it was like a way for me to like just LARP in the bakery by myself to make bread for the king. And I would kind of like flit around during my shift, and I just started feeling like, what if I'm making bread for the king, the return of the king, like the second coming of Christ, like the judgment day, you know what I mean? And so then I was thinking about just like the fantasy idea of preparing for the celebration of the judgment or something. Yeah, that's where that one came from. I like it. What kind of bread would you make for that king? Baguettes. For it is what I am trained in. This would have been after the dinosaurs got scoliosis, Destructicon. So that was overnight, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I have no idea what that loud noise was. Literally zero idea. Kind of apocalyptic feeling, though. you needed to deliver enough baguettes to satisfy the king, how many baguettes would you deliver? God can make universes with a baguette, a single baguette, the size of a mustard seed, so I hear. I would fret not. I would give what I can, and it would be more than enough. Okay? That's the theologically correct answer. And also, the actually correct answer. Click. Do you even know about the fish and the loaves? Do you even know? Do you know about the loaves, Ogden? Do you know about the loaves? The fish and the loaves? Yes. My cat is cracking me up right now, just sitting next to the body. Oh my god, it's so funny. She's so funny. She's so funny. I can't. And Jesus said, let them eat fish. Yeah, I think that is what happened. I think that is what happened. Click. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. What do you think she's thinking looking at the body? I don't know. Let's see if I can. She's just chilling with it. She's fully just chilling there. If whom and why no harm. Yep, something like that. I have a feeling Gracie would be really good at face touching. Oh, she's super good at face touching. Are those your clothes, or you got them specifically for the body? Who's to say? Who's to say, Pharaoh? The clothes came with the body. That's a good answer right there. It's a very good answer. Yadam, yada da da dum, yada da da dum, da dum dum, dum dum. That person sleeping on the floor. Yeah. I'm just waiting for them to wake up. Is that where Susie went? much of a mess was made yesterday with the floor that spilled? The floor that spilled? Oh, flour. Thank you. Thank you, Destructicon. Thank you. I was so confused. Not much of a mess. I mean, at least not that I could see, really. There might be flour, like, stuck inside the carpet that I can't see, but I'll vacuum. I usually vacuum, like, once a week. Shik, shik. How long has he been sleeping? Probably since about 9 a.m. this morning, I would say. Right there. Yeah, da 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 dum. Girl with no boundaries reanimates her corpse. You know, I thought about doing a zombie roleplay recently. Like a zombie eats your brain roleplay. I think that could be fun. I always struggle with, like, makeup, though. I feel like a zombie roleplay would, like, necessitate makeup. And I don't really enjoy doing makeup, to be honest. I love making roleplays. And costumes are kind of fun, but, like, I don't find makeup super fun. Just not like a makeup person. And so zombie feels a little bit intimidating to me for that reason. Stick a talisman on your forehead. Chinese style. Zombies always have them. Dude, earlier today, I have a couple massive, I mean, I think all of us do, but I am deeply aware of some of the massive holes in my knowledge of history, and earlier today I looked at a graph of, like, deaths that happened during World War II. Soviet Union had the most deaths, and I know that history, I learned it. But China was, like, second to the of the countries with, like, the most deaths. Poland had the largest fraction of deaths percent of population, which I also know that history. But China had, like, an insane amount of deaths during World War II. And I, like, don't know what was happening in China during World War II. I literally just don't know. Which makes me feel very bad, because clearly some shit went down. Thank Imperial Japan. Oh, you're ringing bells. You are ringing bells for me a little bit. They were the main people that Japan were fighting against, weren't they? Japan invaded, yeah. Japanese experiments? What does that mean? I'm gonna put my camera back because my focus... Well, I can just put my camera on manual focus, actually. I kind of like watching my cat be next to this body, so... Let's just do this. JD Kid, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your sub. Oh. J, click, sk, A, Y, sk, D, click, E, click, K, sk, E, sk, T, click. Thank you. Thank you. really late stream. Yes, we will be ending pretty soon to read Swoozy. And fun announcement, my friends. Fun announcement. We're not gonna play Dark Tide tonight. We're gonna play World of Warcraft. I just started playing World of Warcraft. I've played the video game twice now. This will be my 3rd session. So, I'm still learning. I had both Swoozy and I had a level 70 booster thing for the new Dragonflight expansion. So we are not traditionally leveling up our characters. We cheated our way to level 70, or level 60, I think, level 60. And I guess tonight we're going to be doing more of that, which will be fun for the first time ever. Yep. I mean, for the 3rd time ever, technically. Today's going to be my 3rd day playing. Check out the movie Empire of the Sun. You know, I have watched someone watch that movie. I think when I was really little, I watched my mom watch that movie. And I was doing math homework or something and not paying attention. So I'm sort of familiar. It's an amazing film about the Japanese invasion of China and how the British had to clear out. Interesting. Oh, race class did you make? You'll have to wait for the stream to find out. Yeah, dun da da dun da dun da da dun da dun. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Yeah, da dun da dun da dun dun da da dun. Boom, boom, boom. Good night, Green Ninja. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. WF95. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. DW app click 9 5. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you got a level 70 boost, does that mean you get to skip all the bad parts of MMOs? So I did the little, intro for my, race and class before I used the level 60 booster, just because I needed to learn the game. And I'm new to MMOs, I haven't played MMOs, so I did want that intro. I wanted the shitty part. I knew it was going to be shitty, but I also was like, this is probably going to be necessary, I need to learn how to play the video game. You didn't have to do the generic hunt 10 boars. No, I didn't do it 50 times, but I did do it a lot. I mean, I did it for a one day, basically. I spent one whole day. By whole day, I probably mean 5 or 6 hours doing that dumb intro stuff and learning the game. Are you the type of player that reads all the quests? I'm gonna be real, I like to read them, but I haven't been. mostly because Swoozy actually knows how to play MMOs and I don't. And I feel like I have to like keep up. So I'm like kind of just like always on the line of like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to run around correctly, but I have to do everything as fast as I can to keep up. That's what puts me off of learning the new MMO. The start is always a grind. Yeah. I read all the quests and my friends know about it, so if they're gonna level with me, they know it's gonna be slow. Nice. Do you like the game so far? I actually do, yeah. I'm having fun. And it looks like it's time, my friends. It looks like it's time. It looks like it is time. Oh my god, I can't type. I've had such a fun night with you all, singing songs and tapping on things, and definitely not thinking about anything else. But yeah, let's name the stream. What should we name the stream? My friends? What should we name the stream? Clickety click, 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 click. What did we talk about? We talked about the freaky documentary. We did do singing. Mass versus weight. Parking lot lasagna. Narcissism thing. Narcissism. How do I leave that? Narcissism. I think I did that right. Narcissism. Click, clack, click, and honestly, instead of mass versus weights, let's do this. How's that? How's that? How's that? How's that? Good? Good, 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 good. Okay, yes, good night everyone. I hope that you all sleep well. We are going to raid Swoozy because that is where we will play WoW. And it looks like they're doing their thing. So it is time. Click. I don't know how long we'll be playing, probably for at least an hour or so. Maybe more. That was another crazy noise outside, y'all. Weird. Good night, everyone. Sleepy. Good night. Good night. Sleepy. Good night.